Guys, hope all is well with you on this Saturday morning. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports. We got another victory last night. Really excited. The Clippers, we had them at -3, and they didn't clip last night. They got it done, and feels really good to be on this side of it. We've been on a tremendous run here, and we're just very fortunate because no matter how much you study these things and work at it, it's still really hard because it's sports, and you just don't ever know what's going to happen. And it's just good to see that hard work start to pay off in victories and money. So hopefully a lot of you guys took the Clippers last night. I know some of you didn't, but hopefully you guys are on the right side of this thing and got the victory alongside us. So with that being said, I want to talk to you about the matchup that's coming up. It's going to be Game 7. The Los Angeles Clippers versus the Dallas Mavericks. Mavericks traveling back to LA where they've won 3 straight there, and the Clippers are favored by 6.5 points. So looking at this contest, guys, well, first let's just recap last night. I thought last night was very telling. It just showed, in my opinion, that the Clippers defensively are elite when they decide to be. And that's what's very, very frustrating about this team is that they have that ability in them to lock people down when they really, really get after it and really focus in. They can lock you down. They really can. And Kawhi did a great job last night on Luka. He took him for most of the game, and he sat in that chair, and it was really, really impressive to watch these guys work and defend the way that they did on the perimeter. They did a nice job on Boban down low because Boban had a huge height advantage there. And they did a nice job bottling him up for the most part. He had a pretty good run in the third quarter there where he got the best of him, but for the most part they kept him under control despite the huge height difference that they were battling up against. So with all that being said, Kristaps Porzingis didn't show up last night. He did not play well. I'm really, really, really don't like the way that guy plays. As big as he is, he ought to be down in the post area. I understand he can shoot, but he just does not want to play down low for some reason. And he's extremely ineffective on the outside a lot of times, and he was very ineffective last night. Luka struggled from the field. Had a great first quarter, came out on fire, but then he struggled from there, and it was really, really tough for him. They didn't shoot as well last night, and that was mainly because of the defense of the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, they did miss a couple open ones, but for the most part, they were defended really, really well across the board. Now, the Clippers, on the other hand, they showed a lot of grit last night. They showed a lot of spunk, a lot of heart. They were down most of this game. It would have been easy for them to mail it in. They went down by 7-8 points at times, and they would run back at them. In the fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard just took over. Nobody else really had it. Everybody else really struggled from the field, struggled shooting the basketball. And Kawhi Leonard, in the end, came in and did a really, really nice job overall. And it was really good to see Kawhi be able to do that and take over and step up like that. So really, really fortunate that we were able to get that done. But the Clippers sure did miss a whole lot of wide open three-pointers that they normally don't miss. And that's what kind of concerns me for the Mavericks in Game 7 going forward here. Now, fast forward into Game 7. One way, guys, I'm going to tell you, a big key to the run that we've been on, a big key to getting these things correct is that not only do you have to do the analysis and you have to be objective and unbiased, because a lot of times, I even struggle with that a lot of times with sports just because I don't really like a team. It's hard for me to sometimes be objective. But I've learned, since we started this channel how to be that way, how to really look at things objectively regardless of how you feel and whatnot. And there's a lot of teams out there I just don't like. So it makes it really hard for me to be objective and pick how I need to. And the other thing that you got to really be careful of, guys, is Vegas, okay? They didn't build all them casinos because people win all the time, all right? They built all those casinos because most of the time people don't win, and that's how they make their money. So these odds makers, at the same time of actually trying to accurately predict what the point spread is, they'll try to manipulate you to go to one side or the other. Now, when I look at this point spread, -6.5, okay, the Dallas Mavericks have won every single game at Staples. The Dallas Mavericks have been close in every single game for the most part, with the exception of game 3. They got blown out. With the exception of that, they've been close. Or excuse me, game 4. Guys, do not take the cheese, okay? 6.5 seems like a lot. It really does in this series because it's been so hotly contested. But I'm telling you, the odds makers know what I know. These Los Angeles Clippers are better than these Dallas Mavericks. They're a lot better, all right? They shot the ball horrible last night. The Clippers did. They shot the ball horrible on wide open three-point shots. That will not happen again. The Clippers are the best three-point shooting team in the NBA. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to get those looks in Game 7, and they're going to knock them down. And it's going to be a very long night for the Dallas Mavericks. And mind you, I picked the Mavericks in 7 games. I'm actually going to go against that. I say the Los Angeles Clippers win Game 7 in a blowout. You heard me right. They're going to win game 7 in a blowout. I'm telling you, guys, listen to what I'm saying. Don't take the cheese. Take the Clippers, -6.5. They will cover. They will win this series. They're going to take care of business. So, guys, that's what I got. I got the Los Angeles Clippers covering, moving on to the second round, covering -6.5. And I'll say one more thing about last night. Last night was Dallas's chance to win this series. They should have. If they were going to get them last night when they shot 29% from three-point range, was the night to get them. You're not going to get them in Game 7. They're going to come out. They're going to be ready, and they're going to be on fire in this game, and they're going to take care of business. They're going to lock them up on defense, and they're going to knock these three-point shots down. They're probably going to shoot over 40%. So just get ready for it, guys. I'm telling you. Take the Mavericks at your own peril. It's going to be the Clippers -6.5. So thanks, guys, for watching as always. Thanks for all your support. Let me know what you think about this pick. I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments on this one. And, hey, I will talk at you later. And have a great, great Saturday.